The Circle of Power. This is a new crafting bench that can do several new things, one of them being an item retrieval system, where you can now summon your gear upon death and recall your body to your base, amongst other things like summoning demonic followers and mounts, and summoning weapons and armor. Hello everybody, my name's Kiahonfire, and welcome to another Conan Exiles video. Today we are talking about the Circle of Power. I'm going to show you how you craft it, what it does, what it gives you, and what you need to fuel it in this version of the game. So in this current version of the game, you are given 7 different items you can craft in this station or summon, because a lot of them are like time based, so they only last for a certain amount of time. Like when you wear the armor or you use the weapons, they have like an hour on them that you can use them, and if you have them equipped, that timer will go down. As with all the new sorcery benches, they are learnt via spells in the thaumaturgy table, so that's going to be absolutely vital. So if you do want to learn this to get this bench and build it, that is what you're going to need to do first. You're going to have to go to do thaumaturgy and go to the cave and do all of that business. We'll talk about that more in depth in another video, but that's how you do it. Currently, as it is in the game, this is all you'll need to craft every single item in this bench right here, right now. So you're going to see sacrificial blood, demon blood, human flesh, bones, horns, shaped wood, hardened steel bars, brimstone, glass flask, and heavy padding. All the numbers there, and then you'll be able to craft everything and try everything out for yourself. I'm going to start off with the Abyssal Call, where we summon in our own little demon minion that we can use for a short while. He's going to be our little follower friend, and as you summon each one of these, you're going to have to do this animation where you summon it in, it flashes bright and it spawns in for you, and then you can see the new follower is now following me. So this little guy, he's kind of like a demon monkey. That's what he kind of looks like to me. He's pretty cool. He's called a summon demon. That's his name. So you can also get this guy by using the Demon Lord attribute. That is the when you put in corrupt your authority tree all the way to the max and you become a Demon Lord. So when you hit things, you have a chance to spawn these things in. So there you go. So I decided to put him up against this accursed berserker, and he does hit pretty darn hard. I will admit that. You can see he's laying into that berserker, and given the chance, he would probably knock that one on its ass. But the berserker was just way too strong and annihilated the follower. Next one is the one I'm most excited for. I'm going to summon myself over really far on the other side of the map, and then I'm going to go and kill my character. This is because you can retrieve your stuff from all over the map using the Circle of Power. So you could go really far away from the point I was in the redwoods to the other side of the map, and you can still summon your gear, which is really, really cool. So it doesn't matter where you are. So that does mean if you get killed by the green wall, you don't have to worry about losing your stuff now. You can actually re-summon your stuff here. So that is really, really neat. I'm loving that addition to the game. It's going to be really, really handy. Now, it will cost you a bit to resummon, as you can see. Brimstone, glass flask, and it's going to cost you like sacrificial blood, which means you need to kill some kind of fraud at camp and get it out via the sacrificial stone. But you can see for this one, it's the only one you stand in the middle for. You summon it, and it's really cool. It's like your corpse just comes down, bloop, there you go, and all you need to do is just hit the loot all, and you're all good again. All your stuff is back. You don't have to go traveling into those painful places to retrieve your stuff again. Next one I'm looking at is the mount. So this is where you can summon your own demonic horse with some really vampiric teeth. Now this thing is pretty cool. So again, you're going to do the same animation as you do for pretty much all of them, and you summon yourself a steed. Now from what I can tell, it's not too much different from having a normal horse, but it does mean you don't have to wait for ages in the stables to, mature one up yourself. You can literally just spend some, resources, and poof, you have a horsey and it's ready to go, happy days. Next one we're looking at is the rhino. Now I've heard this one has a special charge attack, although I couldn't seem to get it to work in this version for some reason, but that's fine. This is being tested in beta, by the way, so this is before test live version. I did get to have a sneaky peek beforehand, so we did some recording before the full thing came out. Anyway, this is one of the rhinos. He kind of reminds me of grilled meat looking at him. Like if you grill it too much and it burns on the barbecue or something. But yeah, he acts like a normal rhino. You can ride him. Both of these you can ride without a saddle. I didn't know if you noticed that, but you don't need no saddle to ride either of these. So you can literally just craft them and go. So this is supposed to be something that should be good with sieging later on, apparently. So from what I've heard. So it could be pretty cool. Next we're looking at the weapons. So we're going to start with a bow. And I think this is really cool how they've implemented this. So they've made it so you summon a demon from the other realm, and then you go ahead and rob their weapons. Apparently they can't live in this world, so they just fall over and die, so that's why he just falls over and dies. So you could just go and rob his stuff. So you're like abducting poor, I don't know how to say it, poor little demons from their home. I don't know if you could call a demon poor, but I kind of feel sorry for this guy, I suppose. Anyway, you summon him, you take the item from him, and then that should give you a bow. And the same will go for the armor and the maul. It's going to be the same thing. The guy spawns in, he dies, and then you rob him of his preciously earned good stuff. Lovely, isn't it? But these are pretty beast weapons. I'm not gonna lie, I've really enjoyed using them. Again, they don't last for very long, but they do a heck of a punch for damage. They are really, really good. So it would be worth doing some of these summons to get these on your hands, because they could be something that could be really nice for you, especially if you've grinded up to get this circle of power, but you haven't been able to get any of the legendaries or anything like that yet. Then you can just go ahead and do that. And then the same with the Abyssal armor, you can go ahead and summon that in, and you're going to declave the demon. Poor demons are getting like murdered today. Maybe they deserve it, I don't know. But hey, that's pretty much how it goes with the Circle of Power. So some really cool stuff here we're looking at, and we'll be able to play with this hopefully soon in the fully fledged version. There seem to be quite a lot of bugs still to go. But we will see. But at the moment, that demon just gave me his helmet, so I have the Abyssal helmet. Looking at the new bow, you do 25 health damage, you do 9 penetration, and then your agility weapon, and it has the buff Insatiable. And of course you see expires in an hour, so there you go. There's also the arrow you use with it, which does 28 health damage. It does 18% armor penetration, is an agility weapon, and is also Insatiable. And then we look at the maul, which seems to be, woo, that's a spicy maul, baby, which works as a hammer. That does 72 damage and 47 armor penetration, is a strength weapon, and is also Insatiable. So it hits pretty darn hard. This is going to be very awesome weapons that you can now summon to your content. But anyway, that seems to be all the Abyssal weapons and stuff for now that you can actually get out of this. They've only done the hammer and the bow, so that's just so you know. Anyway, thank you for watching, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!